add to that, sometimes what I've also felt being growing up from services into tech, when you're building tech, of course, having the best product technically and getting it across seamlessly and trying to solve a real problem is one side. But then what I've understood in real estate is especially in India, there are like thousands of builders, and every office functions differently. So just not about getting a product right. It is, of course, in tech very difficult to customize it for every other builder, but you need to understand the culture of the organization in terms of how every organization works. That is something that the services companies understand very well, like ours.
Agree.
Meaning we understand how the marketing team functions, the sales teams, the pre-sales teams function. More than enabling them, it is important for us to understand what their limitations are. Basically, what they will do, what they're capable of doing, and what they might not be able to do. And that way, AI is a boon in the sense that we're talking today about faceless software, where there is lesser and lesser input and there's more output. So it is very important to understand the culture of real estate before building a product, before deploying it. Because for me, selling is one thing, but making sure it works for a client. I'm saying honestly, how many clients, not only in real estate, in any other industry, especially in India, use softwares effectively?
True.
They have it because as a more of a decorative piece, they use very few features in the product. They don't use the entire product at all because it doesn't fit into the scheme of things.
100%. Especially in real estate.
So it's important to understand that and kind of try and see how we can tailor make this for the culture of this industry so that it works effectively and efficiently for them.
Yeah, this is changing though. Like a lot of developers are really getting excited about what AI can do to their entire operations and company. Yes. And given you have been you have such a great service company, it's probably the best in South India, and now you are also getting into tech. How is this transition looking for you, for your team?
Very exciting days because our team has never been so excited with what we're building. See, the first thing is for me, more than anything is it should give you that sense of happiness when you're doing something, because it's really not, of course, money is a byproduct of that. When you know it when you're solving a real problem, and when you know it when it's working in front of you, right? That happiness is a greater happiness. And what's important is the team also feels the same way, right? Because you can't, as a single man, build an enterprise, right? But having said that, there are a whole lot of challenges. Because it's a watershed moment. I can't maybe call it a watershed moment in the sense that how it was before the internet and after the internet, how things changed is how things have changed before AI and after AI. There's a joke in our office, even today we are not able to type emails without ChatGPT, and I've told them, if you're going to send me a leave email, you better write it by yourself. If it's kind of AI, we're not going to sanction that. So as I'm suffering from fever is, I think, basic to everyone. But jokes apart, I've always felt individuals adapt to tech faster in individual capacity.
Yeah.
But then as a unit or as a team, they adapt to tech slowly. So this has always been, as a collective mode, you adapting to a new system or technology. I've always found that it's a little more challenging. So we are in a complete transition. So there is a lot of systems in the company which run with the existing legacy systems, which have completely gone out of the window now. And the teams have to come to terms with it, right? People generally ask about AI, would it take away jobs? And I think it is going to empower people. And if you have to be in your existing job, it's important to use this tool to empower you yourself and to perform better, right? So it is very important for us to educate the teams on how this can actually make their work easier. And now it has started happening that even realtors, like, it also has to come from the founder's office,
Yeah.
reassure them on the newer technologies that are being implemented in their offices, and the dynamics are not going to change, but then the efficiency is probably going to improve. So the cultural change of adapting to AI in companies is, I think, a HR issue basically.
Yeah.
But then it is happening, and we're seeing it in front of our eyes. And to come back to again AdUnity, as you spoke about AdUnity again, AdUnity is a pre-sales and sales operating suite, AI operating suite for real estate, and it handles both pre-sales and sales as functions, right from your CRM, your semantics, your web agent, your WhatsApp agent, your sales agent, your CP agent, and again the crowning glory of this with AI voice coming into our foray with you coming in. I'll probably hear it from you, from the horse's mouth. How do you think AdUnity AI voice is different from the products that are already available in the market? And we've discussed this a lot before, and I'll probably hear it from you how we are building this differently.
Yeah. So, like you had mentioned right now, also every developer, there are thousands of developers in India, and sort of every developer has its own way of working. Their operations are different. The way they pitch is different, and just understanding that and setting up a voice agent system that sort of works with their current operations, works with the operations that they are imagining in the future once AI sort of is in their company, and still being effective across, is not a trivial thing, right? It requires deep domain knowledge, a lot of trust with the clients as well, that you sort of bring in and AdUnity brings in, and that, I think, is something that's differentiating AdUnity and that clients are valuing as well, right? Every conversation you go in, and you already see that most of the objections that they have had with other generic voice AI platforms, you have already addressed and baked into your voice agent that you're demoing right now, sort of brings them confidence and peace that this is the right place to bet on. Overall, if you talk about, because AdUnity is now touching each piece of their operations, starting from ads to the final site visit, right? Because it's all integrated so well, that this also differentiates AdUnity much better than other generic platforms.
Maybe a trick question is something that I've been trying to answer,
Yeah.
because you are a conversational AI specialist, and we are deploying voice agents for realtors, which means that a pre-sales team today has humans calling customers when the lead comes in,
Correct.
humans calling the customers, and AI voice independently calling the customers.
Correct.
Deployed at various junctures and for various categories and reasons. Of course, I'm still a strong believer, because in real estate is probably the highest ticket item that we buy in our lifetime, and a personal touch and feel and a human is always required to sell real estate is what I still believe in. I don't know if I might change my words a few years down the line. But when it comes to pre-sales alone, I don't see the AI voice just as a qualification mechanism. I'm able to see that it is also a convincing mechanism, right? So, my question is, how far do you think in the near future, considering the next 1 or 2 years, this is going to go? Is it AI voice can actually convince another human being over a call to understand about the product and also make him visit the site? Is it going to get there, or is it already there?
Like you said, getting to the final sale will definitely require a person, real person, because that's where the trust comes in. For a long time, or probably forever, like house is probably the biggest investment that a person does in their lifetime. But coming to just the voice piece, right? Uh, let's imagine what a person can do over a call and convince a customer about a project. Can AI do the same? I would say not yet. I would say maybe it can do like 60% or 70% of a person can do. Maybe it can convince them to come to a site visit. Maybe it can handle like a lot of objections. Uh, but a good salesperson, there is still some time to sort of reach to a good salesperson. Maybe your average pre-sales team, I think it's already beating your average pre-sales results.